Hey everybody, I'm making a few videos on gold because I've lost a few bets on the performance of gold. The reality is it is a viable diversification for a lot of portfolios. So I want to talk about the value of gold and why we should consider it as a currency alternative, but also a good diversification. So let's see the 6 reasons gold is better than cryptocurrency. You want to get rich quick? Great. You want to lose your money quick? Great. I don't have a problem with that. But in terms of a solid, good, long-term diversification investment for a portfolio, here's some great reasons. Starting with number one, the millennia-long history. Okay. I'm not a gold bug. I am not. As a matter of fact, I was shocked at the performance from 2000 to today, which I'll have in another video. We've been using gold all the way back to ancient Egypt. The Romans were the first ones to create the actual coins. The Byzantines, after them, continued using these coins as money. Gold has been looked at as a value, a currency, a holding of purchasing power for a very, very, very long time, and it continued all throughout history. So there's one reason right there. Cryptocurrency has been around for a little more than a decade now, and very quietly for half that. Now it's making a lot of noise. We all see that. We all know that. Now, the next reason, hedge against geopolitical risk. The reality is we tend in the investing world to understand that we're going to move money out of the stock market when things start getting crazy, when wars begin, all that type of stuff. And you really look at that type of risk that we have out there, the more it heats up, that's when we see gold shoot up because people are taking money out of the traditional stock and bond type investing and moving it more towards things like gold. We've seen it proved over and over again and is well documented out there. Next one, number 3. A lot of people don't realize this. For some people, they consider this an expense. They're like, we have to hold gold. It doesn't pay us interest, and we got to pay to store it. We do have to understand that there's lots of legitimate ways to store gold. You can store it at home. You can do things like that's fine. But when we store these at legitimate places, then we do get to understand that it is insured. Legitimate places all insure their gold that they're storing for people. So minimal risk of theft when we do it that way properly. Then there's the hedge against recession. Okay. So we look at the United States and we look at every time that we've had recessions. And honestly, I mean, 2008 was a great example of this, but there's lots of smaller microcosm little reasons. And this is the big reason why it's a great diversification in a lot of portfolios, especially some of the larger portfolios that we need lots of different asset classes. When we look at 2008, the S&P fell nearly 50% in 6 months, yet the price of gold rose. Matter of fact, it went up 12.8% in that same time period. And in 2010, it went up 27.4%. Right? So we didn't have to make up for losses. We were building upon gains. That would have been a fantastic diversification in a lot of people's portfolios for that 2008. Period. Number 5, we're almost there. Number 5, new platforms offer income yield on gold. This is a big change and it's been evolving. Look, behind the scenes, governments lent gold out all the time. It was a privied world that the rest of us didn't get to be part of, but then new regulations came through and now we can be part of it. So it's really important to understand that there's some organized lending going on out there, and there's legitimate reasons why people want to borrow in gold as opposed to dollars or any other currency for that matter. Think about it as simple as mining companies or manufacturing companies that use gold in their manufacturing, where there's a lot more than you think there are out there. Also in the jewelry world, outside the US, gold is so crazy popular in jewelry. You could go to Dubai and you would walk into some of these jewelry shops and just not believe what you're looking at. Millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars worth of gold in one shop. And they need the money to be able to hold that kind of inventory. And so there are networks and legitimate lending world out there now, and they are allowing us normal people to do this as well. I just started doing it myself. My business partner has been doing it forever. He loves it. He makes interest on gold. It's fantastic, and it changes the game, right? That's the problem with gold. It's a dead asset. It doesn't pay interest. Well, now you can store the gold for free, insured, and you can earn interest on it. And a lot of the leases are actually completely insured. It's little to no risk, and you're earning on top of great growth on the price value. So lots of great new ways that we're seeing this stuff being used as well. Then we go to the final one, which is greater utility. People that aren't gold bugs, people that don't pay attention, you don't realize how much gold is being used today, whether it's in the medical field. They're actually using it. They're injecting it into people and using it to help cure cancer. They're doing so many things with this. I know somebody that got cancer behind their retina, behind their eye. They put a gold coin back there because it's a fantastic conductor, and they were able to shoot the cancer killing properties in there and hold it in there with the gold. There's a lot of crazy things. But you open up any cell phone, computer, anything, the circuitry, almost all of it nowadays is using gold. It's crazy. It's in everything. Even they're starting to use it in glass. They use it in glass to reflect heat. So gold is getting used everywhere. And the more technological we get, all of the technology we create, we're using that gold. It's real. So it has that tangible value. That's very important. And that's why we continue to see the value of gold growing, because we have more and more use for it. It is a very unique metal. All right, I hope that gives you a little bit of insight in terms of the legitimacy of an investment in terms of an allocation to a portfolio. And I would look at cryptocurrency as more the speculative part, whereas gold is the rock. It is what is the balancer of your portfolio. It's there to help you when things aren't going well. So a good diversification, and we want to think about it that way in portfolios. Not everybody necessarily needs to get full into there, but you can use GLD. There's so many ways to invest in gold. So understand that it can be a great diversification. It's a long-term investment, whereas crypto is the speculative side of this world. I hope that helps. We got a few more gold videos coming. And again, I'm learning a lot. This is really interesting stuff. And I do admit gold is a great diversification now. And it is something that I do recommend for some of the bigger portfolios out there. All right, yourinvestmentcounselor.com. If you want to meet with any of us for any reason, we got 30-minute free meet and greets, also hourly appointments on there as well. The full classes, every month I have a different topic, and we've got lots of new classes coming in 2025. FPFEAZ.org. You can find the full schedule. That's the nonprofit we run. And then there's the phone number 800-345-3155. Subscribe to the channel. Lots more videos. New video every week. We'll see you next week. Thanks again.